I mean, that's very strong. It is more a denial, I suppose, against the Seri Ludo, right? Could go Seri Yumi if you really want to treat, but I don't think that's his champion pool. He wants to go and engage. I think he'll go on something like the Rel or the Rakan.
He needs to get that engaged.
Bow skank, but he's playing very safe.
He has to. Pillar potentially available. Really good pillar from Jankos. Stun afterwards. The dice after onto Baus. And the Lumberjack song gets out to safety, but down that flash, and the wave still remains in a relatively tricky scenario. Bot side, Syndra's man.
This first grub spawn, he's going to have priority, and I mean, he can just find a solo kill. Oh, he buffed.
Oh my god, he's got it. That's not even easy. Just
doesn't have any way of clearing him up. So it's not too great, as we are witnessing. I feel like we don't see this often from Baus. Like, just raw deaths to tower for tempo, but of course a good death nonetheless. Jankos is going to walk in on the remains of this dragon, so LR will pick up that cloud and get the ready start dragon snowball going. But I mean, bot side, is Jankos still willing to just set the play?
Looking for it. Value's around. Do they know he's there? Yeah, I think they will surely have spotted by now. Crowny's still in danger. Nimbus strike on forward. Jankos on the frozen domain has to flash away. Hito looking a little low on mana here, so flash down from Jankos. Barrier down from Crowny alongside the heal. Not exactly the cleanest little skirmish there from Nord, who ended up being a bit surprised. That's actually topside. Gonna have Chachi throw down the Dominus, looking for a bit more. Gets the stun with that Ruthless Predator. Could begin to try and cull the meek here a little as well. Big old chunk. Dominus still going. Bousy decimating Smash is just shy. And another been one of our best teams at the macro moves. Heard the desk chatting about Velia saying, look, we've got a nemesis. We've got this X factor in terms of macro and scaling, and not been hulking out so far in this early game. Just been made a bit angry. Pillar, though, from Jankos onto Baus, who's got his flash back up. Decimating Smash comes on down. Reckless looking to roam on up. Crowny's also popped the on the hunt. Maybe looking to make this a 2v3. Good choke from Chachi. Wild Growth on down. Decimating Smash lands onto Jankos.
I think exploitable, to be completely honest with you. And speaking of exploitable, Nemesis does have flash.
He's had to burn it though. The Subjugate comes on down. In him comes that twofold Hex, and it recalls to the death of the Syndra. 0 and 3 now. Baus in the 1v1 versus Chachi, and this Primordial Predator hitting that ruthless variety of it. I think a chunk on a Baus won't go any further. I wondered exactly how far they'd be willing to go, but clearly not to the death is the answer so far. But still going to be another reset from Baus, interrupted by the cull from Meek.
That's a big deal, because maybe they can actually look to try and strip away some plates on the bottom side here. There's a TP from Nemesis. He's going to have to use that mid. There's actually a TP right now behind the bottom side of Reckless and Crowny.
Oh, lightning crash between worlds, and I tell you which worlds they're between. It's life and death. And Crowny, you got a barrier, but it's not stopping you from feeling entirely comfortable starting this up.
Does Velia want to flip? That's the big question. Nemesis is on an angle as well, potentially for a stun over the wall.
Maybe look for it. Between worlds comes on through. Treats on the backside.
Oh, Treats!
Knock up. It's gorgeous stuff. Turret plate or so. There's Zvaru also in this mid lane. Going to get one there as well. Jankos going to go in. Hang on, you blast going into 2. Oh, Velia, you can't be doing that. The warrior tries to interrupt. Flash away means nothing.
To hold this tower. On the top side, the wave was cleared, so LR will get first tower. That'll bring it all down to the objectives, and that's Herald spawning in 35 seconds time. Just to the left-hand side of Crowny, so does mean they don't get lethal, but the chunk is still enough to secure this Rift Herald. And now the next objective is going to get either team these magical boots. Nemesis, however, is in a 4v1 situation, and there isn't a lot of immediate pressure right now. So let's just quickly...
We've got that replay.
I think he misses that Q. Try to focus on both things he does.
I know. Yeah, Nemesis is a dead man, so there you go. And I think you were right on the Q call there. Very well done, Adrian. Got eagle eyes on that one, and we managed to split our focus just about. I hope you got most of what was happening there.
Yeah.
TLDR, Nemesis died. They get
Nemesis
the turret tops over the Herald.
The Herald is top, yeah.
Chachi and Baus trading out here. He's got the Titanic Hydra now. Does Baus about 7 stacks on that cull to cash in. Already happened for Crowny. And has actually got a mild gold lead mid lane, though. They managed to get that Herald on in there, and they get another turret. Now
look, here to cover. So how easy is this dive, really? Looking to try to clear the wave. I don't think they're going to be successful. They will still give up the tower.
I'll just pop that Chevaliers to try and get the speed up onto the Chachi, who's going to get knocked up multiple times. Cyclones and Wild Growth. Treats, though, goes on in with the quickness. Stunned up by the scattering offset weakness. Chachi trying to get the Ruthless Predator, the culling. Just not going to be there. Sorry, Cull the Meek. There's no Lucian in this game, but the point still kind of stands. Sion's going to go unstoppable. Body blocked by Zeri. Don't see that one very often. Jankos with the Subjugate will help secure the kill. And they go 1-for-1 in terms of top laners. All the while, Tier 2 under siege.
Tier 2 on the top
do LR manage to get that? I think they probably do here.
They did. It's gone already. So it's going to be top side Tier 1 and 2 for bottom side Tier 1. Not really much in the Treats is on an angle. And yeah, like you say, he's off vision.
Quiet,
Be
Chachi on the
dangerous.
flank, thinking about turning onto him. Look at the Rakan, the pillar interrupts one bounce, now potentially in danger, but Chachi will dice away, gets out to safety. The roll low right now. Hida, though, with the Hurricane's got the lightning crash rolling, looking to try and keep that ultimate up. Spark surging forwards, the clone is there, allowing a little bit of lightning through. Nemesis of the wall gets a stun on 2. Ooh. That is valuable for disengaging. Neither side quite finding what they're looking for. Jankos with the pillar on Nemesis. Exhaust between worlds. Chachi on the flank angle looking for more. Can he flash on forwards? Dice slice. Could look for some dice. Scatter the weak. No. Denies any realistic engage. All the while in the backline goes Bounce. Looking to go down as Chachi now also a threat as Crownie unleashes. Looking to slice and dice out. Cannot do so. The Crocodile fire down for the count as Bounce. He's also out at the zombie.
Flip it in front of Velia.
Zyro goes across the veil looking for a twofold hex and gets it. Chunk onto that Wukong. Down comes Bounce. Looking to find an angle. Stun onto Jankos. Over on Chachi. Coming on in. Looking for the flag goal. It's going to be a flip. Smell the burgers. Who's going to win it? It's Velia. Steals the Atacon. What about the fight afterwards? Nemesis with a scout of the week prevents Chachi from getting the value reward.
Zvero's dead.
They killed his Viral. They managed to kill the bunny rabbit. The sharp pointy teeth mean nothing. How do they keep getting away with it? Lost Ratones. Find the team fight. Find the Atacon. And Nord, it's back to the drawing boards.
Nord flipped the coin and LR snatch it out of the air. There's not much else to really say. I mean, Nord could have very easily disengaged this. Chachi wasn't on the strongest angle, but it's an angle that LR can actually just very happily disengage from. Baus is on the backline, causing a whole bunch of havoc, and Jankos just doesn't get the smite. Plain and simple. Once the objective goes down, Zvero's been chunked out, and all in all, it's just an opportunity for Crownie to start to open up with all of the front line, all of the disruption going on in the back line.
And look, he had Flash, he had Barrier, he had a heal, a wild growth, all the things to keep him in one piece as he was 1v1ing with that Renekton. More like a 2v2, let's be real, there's enough members around. All the while, though, Baus not having a lot of fun here, and Chachi's still got Flash. I think Baus is just a very dead Scion.
Unless?
No. No. When's his ult up? Not quite yet. Chachi got a slice in the dice, should just get that few. He's already won that last one of the fast food store.
I think this was the idea. They want to try to catch people off resets, but I mean, is he one shot?
He is! He's got to go across the veil for a second or two! But there is a 6-foot deep hole waiting for him in the cemetery. Back towards the Baron they go, looking to make sure they get the big purple worm.
35 seconds of freedom for Nord. What can they achieve with it? LR are pushing in this mid-wave. They still have the Sivir. He's got no flash Crownie. He needs to be careful, and there is still the Rakan engage available, but Rakan, Treats, does not have flash.
Spyro up Vision on the hunt, coming on down, still on the Baron, down to half HP, trying to burn it down. Watch for Nemesis. Treats also on the flank, looking for more. What can they do as Baus tried to warp one up. Treats will go into the quickness, right onto Nemesis. They go, he's dead! He's dead, the Rakan is down. Flash out from Nemesis. Baron's still going on. It's not big. 2 seconds on Jankos' flash. I don't know whether it's going to be enough. He's going to try and flip it. Ultra Shock laser across the wall, down to 2k space. Scout of the week comes on up, and Nemesis also chucked low. Can't do it! Sivir somehow sort of secures it with, I think, a boomerang blade. Chachi's going to pop the dominance, but they've already lost the trundle. Decimated Smash comes on down. Ultra Shock laser also there. But now Chachi in danger. He's just not a very tanky Crocodile. He is outdated and obsolete. Charging on forward, the unstoppable onslaught. And Crownie with the triple will ensure that everyone knows who exactly is the king in the NLC.
LR run over Nord and keep that crown untilted on their head for this first game at the very least, as they knock on the base of Nord with this Baron buff and look to do as much damage as they can.
Once again, it was another early game where it looked like Lost Ratones are falling behind, and then you looked up at the top of the screen and you realized it wasn't that close. Hang on, between worlds! Nemesis goes down, nice from Zvaru. Is still trying to be the threat he can be. Velia down at 20% HP again across the veil, looking for more. Redemption heals a lot.
Sticks around in this bush. I think they're maybe saying, hey, maybe if we play slow, Nemesis, the Syndra's chunked out, we can look for a fight, but it just doesn't look good at all. Crownie's able to find himself 3 kills. Nord did get that dragon in the picture-in-picture, so they are 1 away from Seoul, but with the lead as big as it is, and LR being very cutthroat for the last 10 minutes or so.
Try and kill off this. Flash. Yeah. Still got that pot that Zvaru just popped. He's got an elixir of swords, trying to get some value on Onslaught. Not that great. Value trying to get on forward with the Cyclone, does not really get it. The Treats is a dead man. Trying to bring down Bounce, who survives. Nah, no way. Chachi gonna slice forwards. The Culling of the Meek is still not enough healing. Value alive with the wild growth. And somehow the Garden of Lost Ratones refuses to be pruned. Zvaru trying to get away, but this bunny rabbit has got no more legs to hop on. The Nexus turrets in Lost Ratones' eyes, and all the early game kills against Nemesis in the world will not stop Lost Ratones from winning game 1, regardless.
An excellent
passive if you want match up over on the top side of the map. And oh god, please.
The famous jam from Reckless. Tell me, Trevor, be honest, be honest.
That's kind of annoying.
Yeah. Oh, Baus is he's gonna catch some of the wave. He's not gonna get all of it. Okay, he managed to get that second melee minion. The problem is Chachi's right here.
Yeah.
And the knock-up connected, so he's dead.
Yeah, and he's got towards the turret as well. I don't know about that one.
Will be very happily secured by Velia. Jankos might end up taking a camp on the top side as Baus swing and a miss on the ultimate and the E there.
Looking to continue to punish it. He's going for that invade. Knock up on the other side, though, with the Howling Gale into the Zephyr trade. Crowny potentially going to get a big jump with Velia down to 20% HP. Knocked up on the free Talon Strike. Crescent Guard comes on through, and Jankos gets the
LR could get all grubs if they really wanted to put their mind to it in about a minute's time, but that's going to be denied, and Velia's on the bottom side of the map as those grubs do go over. So all three picked up by Nord. He's a T-Rex with big...
When does a T-Rex have arms like that? That's
the gag! That's the gag! He's...
Okay, well, that's the gag. It's just death, okay?
How did they just teleport to the top side? Chachi is also walking top. Like you're saying, Viru is just dead. Oh, and Treat.
So, we'll get over the wall. Velia now potentially danger, but overcomes Nemesis. Oh boy, lost for Ratones. Now gonna jump onto Jankos, gonna get a heal. We'll try to Jason charge for the monsoon. Keep Velia. Reckless alive. Velia over the wall with the Spectrum Wall. Another reset. Just about missing the charm, and Hido will get out alive, but they lose 2 members. Now with the Dragon as well for lost for Ratones.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I completely missed how Viru ended up getting caught out and how Velia snuck into the Nord jungle. Perhaps a replay if we have some downtime, but it will be the second dragon secured here by LR, and very happy about that. Unlike the last game where they were able to pick up the first dragon but denied the second, they get the first 2 here. Pressure himself.
Yeah, Jankos went from the other angle. Oh, and there's no flash, no ult.
Flash, no
this
ult.
might just be a very, very dead Viego. Picked up, they tried to donate it over to someone. Not named on that Herald, very happily starting that one up. He's going to back away from this turret. Realistically means the Lost Ratones will get that turret. And that will be the marker towards the feats of strength there, as Chachi's not really going to contest it all the other while, though. It's going to be the Kaiser that gets that first turret, and Hido can't quite rush it fast, even with the 3 grubs. So therefore, choose to deny the game. Do begin to take off as their macro and their side laning becomes more and more dangerous. That's the majority of that turret just gone in half a wave. Nash is 2 secured. Baus might end up in a lot of danger here. Wind becomes lightning. Jankos not going over the wall. Now they'll jump on top of him, trying to get the counter-strike off. Won't find it. Now hops over. And Chachi's ready to flash and follow. A feast is available. And they're going to donate it to Jankos instead. He didn't have a second to waste. And therefore, Chachi won't be donated the extra stack. And instead, it goes to Jankos.
Yeah, you could see it's actually quite impactful, because if he can keep Baus underneath this tower up here on the top side chunked out, then he's always going to be able to teleport with just health advantage, right? And Baus is never going to have that option!
Treats goes in with the headbutt pole. They will get the turret. They won't find too much more. The teleport in, though! It kind of sucks, Nemesis. Unfortunately,
no, look at Baus's TP.
Get the kill.
He's not the only one.
Oh no! Oh no! It's just sucking some more. Gets rooted up the shove afterwards with the seismic shove. It's a disaster on the Richter scale.
Here by Jankos, Crowny will pick up this tower on the top side in trade, so things are swinging back and forth like a pendulum. Gold is being traded. I think for LR, already being
he mistimes his counter strike.
Exactly, that counter strike timing is going to be really important. Speaking of.
Grandmasters might TP behind. Where do you run, Baus? Audacious Charge comes on forward. There's nothing really being taken elsewhere. Ironically, it's Velia split pushing going on right now as Varo is here, throwing out some rocks. You can't counter-strike those. Hop number 1, but does so across the Unraveled Earth. Missing the seismic shove, but it doesn't matter.
Feast and smite against just 1 smite.
They lost the Atacon in the last game, turned into a bit of an intercart. They can still feast smite. This should be a done deal. Looking for an angle in his Velia, but there's a secure on the Atacon. The Lost Ratones want the fight.
I just feel like it's super powerful. I agree.
Don't know how much they
don't care.
This. There's the headbutt and a pulverizer. Nemesis is trying to spirit rush away. And he's just got enough gas in the tank to do so. The NOS button's current. Nemesis on a flank angle, doesn't have the ult to work with. Could maybe ult, treat, or charm this Cho'Gath, but I don't know how much that means.
Crowny.
Weaver's Wall. Gonna force Crowny to flash on out. That was not a fun place for that Kaiser to be. Baus looking for a potential flank angle. Dragon secured that second for North. While Lost Ratones coming on over. Teleport in.
From Chachi. Again, they can secure it really early.
Nemesis, flank angle, gets the charm onto the backline. Jankos down to about 20% HP. Tweet trying to buy time, but the Baron secured. 5v4 angle though. Nemesis looking for the charm. It's onto that Cho'Gath though. Not necessarily the easiest target, but Crownie gets to unleash, cycle through the passive. Bounce on the other side. Big stop with the counter strike. Can they turn back onto him? Crownie on him with the killer instinct. Jankos at the front lane gets the crashing guard. Needs to keep retreating away, but there is still an ult from the ruined king who causes heartbreak. Flash on forward with the wind becomes lightning audacious charge. Feather fall. Seismic shove away. Trying to ult forward for more. Zvyro can't find the angles.
Zvyro can't see him.
It's always going to can't flash away. As the Void Seeker lands, but has a shield from the Seraph.
Already had the MO very early, as now in the picture-in-picture, and now full screen. Baus is the one that's getting caught out.
Speaking of MOs, this is the Baus MO. Gets the double counter strike, gets to hop away. Surely he doesn't get to run away from this. He's not got flash, got ult in a second.
Oh, TP as well, TP.
He can look to counter strike, headbutt into the wall, stuns up for a second. Zvyro should be able to get this nonetheless. It's Treat who gets it now. Nemesis in the 1v2 needs to be out.
But he still has TP, remember?
Chachi. You're in a 1v3. Does he care? Crownie's going to ult to the other side. My God,
Velia
the anti-tank damage. Charm goes well wide. Now turning around under Velia, who's potentially in danger. Gets knocked out by the 3 Talon strike. Monsoon healing, but the Rupture comes on down and Hito gets that one. Flash on forward. A silence on the Ahri. They'll lose the Talia. Crownie gets that one.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder if Chachi, once the scoreboard comes back up, you'll notice that Chachi also has the... I'm remembering that...
Nord's favor. Fast out alteration swiftly claimed up by Hito. A little bit of a knock up there onto Zvyro. Baus on the flank angle. Nemesis over the wall, misses the charm. Baus looking for the counter strike, won't quite find it. He's silenced up. Now going to get knocked up, and he's dead.
Just the strangest that get his reset off now. He maybe wants some wards in his inventory, and they'll look towards picking up this Cloud Soul too. Nemesis and Baus are on flanks. I think they would have seen him with the TP actually. He would have flown past them. So they know where Baus is and they know where Nemesis is. The Dragon!
Another Earth! Secured by the Cho'Gath, somehow, some way. Treats in the front line, has got the ult, so doesn't take all that much damage. Crownie needs to get out to say had to flash. Nemesis looking for the charm, can't find it. The Weaver's Wall, splitting off Baus' retreat path. Rupture on forwards, into the seismic shove, flashes over the wall. Another hop. Where is he going? All the while, of course, Baus not being in the lane means they could have shoved through mid with the Baron.
Yeah, they've got Nash. They want to make use of that base breaking power that it's got, and they've got a minute and 50 seconds still left on this buff. They've got half a wave in the top side if they want to try and rotate over to it, but it seems like their eyes are set on this mid lane tier 3.
Jankos warding off Velia's potential flank angle. Got Cloud Soul now as well to work with. LR, we were already saying their engage is a little conditional. I think it's the kind way of putting it. You need to land a good charm, a good spectral wall, maybe a good flank angle from Baus, but with all of this extra move speed, just base from 4 Cloud Dragons, finding that moment, getting harder and harder and harder, and for all the gold was close, it ain't anymore again. Nord really expanding it, picking up another set of structures.
Pretty much seeded, and this goes down so fast that the Nash is still going to be available for, at the very least, this wave to try and break open the base on the bottom side of the map here. I mean, it's just Crownie versus the entire rest of...
yeah. Reset,
it's a head scratcher.
Inhibitor for it. They at least get the bounty. Does that get him an extra item on reset? We'll check now when he comes back in. Or while the Weavers will deny Crownie entrance. It does get him the Bloodthirster, so it was for the extra item. Does that matter in the grand scheme of things? He needs to get value here as one Nexus turret already falling. Lost Ratones on the verge of taking us to game 3, courtesy of Nord winning this one. Could have switched that one around. Seismic shove on Baus. He's down. Monsoon means nothing. Headbutt back on Nemesis, who gets feasted but doesn't die. Treat to the front line. Valia trying to run back towards the fountain, the Nexus turret. Between Nord and a third game. LR in upper brackets. Oh, flash off forward. Feather to the skull and Nemesis goes down. We are getting 3. And Nord strike back.
An excellent game from Nord, and
best option with the Jarvan as well. We saw that combo in the finals last time when Norway was on the team, so run it back. The 6 is stronger than ever before, I want to say. He's really strong, but I like what LR's got going. I think
whether or not Baus affords any opportunities over for dives, as speaking of, it does seem like we will see a dive on this bottom side. 3 versus 2.
It's a level 1 Rel who's flashing away. Does avoid the Winter's Bite. TP now. Actually, lost
and Jankos is here.
Everyone's coming. Oh no! Crownie looking a little bit worried as the Monarch here. Hito stepping forward. The Dragon keeps breathing out of their matching colours. Velia flashing away. Where do you go first? Blood to smolder. They're all on fire. And Lost Ratones are eating all the rat poison in the world. The trap fully sprung.
Secure himself a plate too.
Oh, Nemesis flashing over the wall, looking for the double bomb with the rewind. Gets it.
Jankos is right here.
Aggro, though, but the bomber lands into the wall. Zvyro, I think, is just dead.
Yep.
Zigs. Nice.
We'll return to the grubs anyway. and at the very least 2 will be picked up. They're worried about a potential dive, so Treats with the spellbook picks up the teleport, uses it to go towards the bottom side of the map. Looks to cover Hido as he collects that wave on the bottom side. Now it does leave Jankos exposed, but as you can see, LR's attention is focused on securing this dragon and getting the cross-map exchange locked in, and that is exactly what will go down here. A clean Hex Dragon take, 4-3 grubs, and much like last game, I feel like, or actually unlike last game where I feel like Nord were able to take it away and it felt very
wave. You just kind of get more opportunities to pick them up, and if you don't,
just passively.
it gets a little bit slower to stack. Exactly. Hang on, Bouse now might be in danger. Zvaro gonna jump on up. There is the Cataclysm. There's a satchel on the other side. Flashes off and gets out for safety. Surely he goes down here, gets slowed down by the smite, gets over the wall, throws out the barrel roll, but that won't keep him alive. And he does go down.
All-out shenanigans. Like, if he gets an angle to just take Velia over the wall.
Stunned up. Potentially needs to back away because Reckless is going to come on forward. Chachi looking to try and get out of here. Good W buys some day. Flash over the wall. In comes the Grand Starfall. Tried to interrupt it with a Q3. Couldn't quite. Can maybe look to go all out regardless. Oh, the flash from Velia means that Chachi is inordinately dragged towards Crowny. And the Cogmore gets a kill.
Jankos is on the way. There's a TP behind them again. Chachi's got another great angle. They're outnumbered.
Jankos gets stunned up with the shield vault. TP
Nemesis
coming on
TP.
forward. Can Jankos buy some down? Looking to flag and drag through. Gets onto the Cogmore. Buying some time. The Cogmore slowed down. Flashing on forward. Trying to get some value done with that Bio-Arcane Barrage. Stunned up. Goes down the Acacia. Surprise comes on through. Whose birthday is it? I think it might be Nord's. As they pick up 2 of the TPs from LR are just too late.
They're just too late. And Chachi again with another fantastic angle. Even though LR had numbers to the play first. Zvaro. Yeah, I mean, the problem is I don't think anyone can help him.
They're recalling on a ward. I think Svaru might just be dead here. Flag and drag, buys some time, flash away from Svaru's got no mana. Rocket belt forward, Jankos flashing away. All out though from Chachi, about gets it. I do not believe it. Hang on, now on the 1v2, I think Chachi might be in danger. Nemesis, of course, has still got the Chrono ship.
Make this a 3v5 in the immediate, and Nemesis and Baus are just too late, but it becomes about the extended when tankiness to deal with Baus at this moment in the game has come out of that replay, and Jankos, he's looking for an engage.
Oh, the shot glass combo. Out comes the glass of the Cataclysm. In comes the Mega Inferno Bomb Chaser. They get a hold of that Pantheon, and Crowny is a very dead Cogmore. Chrono Shift means nothing. You're still going
just get deleted. There's not really much they can do about it, and that is the strength of Jarvan, you know, against these carries that can't actually flash out. And I know Trouble did make a bit of jest as, let's see, I mean, I don't think there's really much a response for Chuck. I think you just take that one, you know?
Spartans never die, but top lane...
I don't think...
Okay.
Because there were still champions like, oh, hello, Baus is gonna die. Zvaro will likely get this kill. Well, he has flash.
Bouncing bomb, no way.
Anyway, so just kind of edging me towards that. It's just fantastic, right? So, Zvero's got a lot of options here. They are committing fully onto Baus. Chachi didn't get the MO.
Can maybe look to go all out. There's the flag and drag the all out towards Hido. And Smolder gonna go detonated. A kill and even a party drink. If you're using it to deal with poke, not all ins, the value gets a lot more limited.
Yeah, that it does. Oh, Chachi's on a flank.
That's a very deep flank.
Brave flank.
That's just a dive. And I think he might have gotten a bit deep. Jankos misses the knock onto Baus. It's going really wrong, Jamada. It's going really, really, really wrong.
Yeah, that felt like Chachi available. It's a bit of a head scratcher, and there's not really much I can say to this. But again, without the all out, it's just strange. It's just strange. Jankos also commits onto the TP without a lot of backup.
Praising the Ziggs, praising the early kills on the Smolder. LR are actually now in a pretty sneeze on him. Achu and Crowny gets interrupted. Not going to be a full all-in. I say that. Treats will go Magnet storming on top of Nemesis, who tries to speed themselves up with a time war. Mega Inferno Bomb has got himself that revival available. Does get the Chrono Shift down. Fast looking at Jankos, all the other Velia, getting to be run down by Zvaro and, of course, Treats. All the while, all out from Chachi. What is going on? They've lost Hido. It's a 2-for-1. They finally bring down the jungler, but not before losing Jankos on the way. Baus looking for more. Crowdy sped up. He is a very speedy bee, and he doesn't die after stinging just the once. And it's not even him who gets the kill.
Herald up, Khan up. Herald's going to get given over. Is there going to be anything else? Hido's still not quite at 225 yet. Nemesis and the Cataclysm and those big over the head, or over the top, rather, almost come in. Treese is getting chunked out by Baus here. I think Treese is in trouble.
They are so fast. Nemesis and Baus just speeding around. They are playing Need for Speed and not League of Legends anymore.
Oh, man.
Someone check for
Hido.
Verstappen. Oh, the speed up on Baus. He just runs at the dragon, who summons Mom for a second or two. Can't quite get the execute. He goes down. They've still got Velia with the chrono shift on top of him. And of course, Nemesis with the time bombs picks up.
A nuisance. Continued nuisance to Jankos, not let him farm this up happily for the time being. That is actually an ultimate.
Oh
yeah,
my days, they're flashing on forwards. Winter's bite, concussive blows, and Jankos, he's also dead. A reminder,
he cannot reposition anywhere meaningfully to get damage out.
Baron keep doing it. How do they keep doing it? We were talking about this early death cap on Ziggs, the 2 kills on the Smolder, the incredible scaling and the poke, and we're going, I don't know, they're going to have to have...
poke. Jankos is very lucky that ended up buffering, or he would certainly have been sent back to the death screen. And now, Starfall coming in on the back line, it's deep!
Oh, it is, but Zvero stays alive for now. The Cataclysm is good. The Mega Inferno Bomb! Shot glass combo. Still going to be a double to Baus. Chachi trying to buy some time. They will get the shutdown on the Gragas. 2 for 1 as it stands, with the turret likely to fall. Double carry still alive, but can Chachi keep them alive? They're sped up. Crowdy's got a barrier. Reckless has got a door. And Nord have not got any health bars. A flash on forward for the living artillery. Mortar strike secured. Shutdown does come on through, though, as Chachi with the all-out buys a lot of time. Can they still get with the man advantage to Marcus Crowdy once again sped up with the time warp? Zvero, lots of work to work with. Oh my days, this Cogmore. Scary chrono shift on. Zvero would really like to make a new Mombasa out of it. He's got the damage for it. Alien Super Cruiser, beams and all. The problem is on the other side, they'll just keep... Watch Baus on Fission, on a flank. Could maybe look for some more. The bomb slow onto Hido.
The only thing that Nord can do here... Oh no, Hido's caught.
Oh, he's just gone. Baus gets sped up. Baus, though, has gone golden. The bomb on top of Hido means he's a dead man. Summons Mom, but the parent can only see nothing. Gonna try and get the shot glass combo off again, but it's still not dead. Chrono shift on top, and Lost Ratones are unkillable, unstoppable. Upper bracket curses notwithstanding. They just won't lose today. Nord melts in the face of Lost Ratones.
It's a slaughter in Game 3. Game 1 was close and pretty measured, and honestly, in many ways, so was Game 2 for quite a while, but this one has been, bar that dive at level 2, all Los Ratones all the time, and they will advance in the upper bracket.
They go forwards in the upper bracket. They move towards the best of 5. Lost Ratones on that golden path. Another step forwards, another one up the ladder, another one up the mountain. They have been the best all year. They are the best today.
Excellent.